So deep water, it used to be a deep water pond, and here's a picture of it a few years ago, 7 years ago, and this is what it looks like now. What a disaster.
It really is a scenic spot. It's an absolutely beautiful place. If this could be sort of rescued a little bit, even if you could double the flow of water, it really would be something special. So this is the stream. This is the Macaulay side of the road at Couper's Pond. And here's the stream that actually feeds the pond. Very low amount of water, but there is water there. But not nearly enough to fill up a pond as deep as Couper's Pond used to be. And as you can see, Jesus. None of it's going through there. I'm going to unblock this bit. This is the Macaulay side of Couper's Pond. This is what feeds it, this sort of almost stagnant. Now, I can't believe it can be this simple, but look at what's in the way of the water getting into this culvert, is it called? I'm going to remove this tomorrow, maybe get a spade and see if the water... I mean, obviously there's hardly any water, but could this be the problem? If this is the only source of water into the pond, does this just need unblocking? I'll get a spade on this. What little water there is flowing on this Macaulay ground stream that feeds Couper Pond. There's all these bits, like little dams, that are stopping what little water there is getting through. This all needs cleaned up. I don't know why the Macaulay haven't cleaned this up. Maybe they just don't care. So this is where the stream starts at the Macaulay end. Again, it's very badly looked after and all dammed up everywhere. But this is the culvert that comes down from sort of Dandara side. And all the water comes out of here into here and then down into the pond or not. But there's so many blockages. We need to get together a people's group to clear up this stream. But also we need to somehow get more water into it because it's just a trickle, and that trickle is being blocked by all these impediments and little kind of natural dams that have formed through just a lack of water flow. This is the far side of the Macaulay on sort of the Counties side. This looks like an old waterway. This valley here, it's hard to see it on the... But obviously there's no water. It could be that the water is underneath this valley. But there's no sign of the water on this far side of the Macaulay, the Hutton. But it could be going under there, or it could have been that this used to be another waterway at some time. Here's something I've discovered on this far side where I said there was perhaps a stream before and now just a valley. Here's an entrance to that culvert that I showed you earlier, flowing in and out. This is an access point and there's virtually no water in there at all. So the water's coming, I don't know, up in this, from somewhere up there. I don't know, I have no idea where. But anyway, this is me tracking it and I've got it as far back as this. That's empty, there's no water in there at all. Just a glisten of something on the bottom. So this is the end of the Hutton grounds looking up towards Counties Wells. And it's pretty clear that that stream, the water that fills that stream is coming down from the Dandara site. And it's obviously coming down in much lesser amounts as in the past because they've rediverted the water into that artificial pond they've built to drain the site. And I think ultimately that is the source of this Couper's Pond problem. These little movies are becoming like a big movie. You can see as well that for some reason, I don't know why this has happened, people have tried to block this stream. I mean, that hasn't happened by accident, somebody's done that. And that's created a sort of And something else that's stopping the flow, you know. This bit here is sort of stagnant and it's running in there. Somebody's built something. This is at the Couper's Pond end. This is the stream coming into the Couper's Pond at Couper's Pond. Here's another discovery. There's water here, presumably from some kind of overflow, flowing into the pond from the treetops end of the pond. There's no water coming in here either. This could be because the builders at the treetops, maybe they've done something to the water supply that's caused this to dry up as well. But this is not an outflow, this is not a, as far as I can see, an outgoing drain, because it seems to be angled down towards the pond and the water's flowing out of this culvert sort of towards the pond, but there's so little water that nothing's happening here. This is brand new and it seems to be angled away from the pond downwards, so this is obviously to catch the water if the pond rises. But as you can see, the pond is, well, it's going to have to rise a heck of a lot to get anywhere near this. You can tell how highly rated this pond was for its beauty by all the donated chairs. There's chairs all over the place in here. There's one here and there's one over there that you can't see unless I zoom in. Can't see it for the sun. There's another one up here. So this was obviously a really important place in days gone by. It's a real little sun trap as well. The reason that more people don't know about this Couper's Pond is that it's hidden behind a hedge and you have to go in behind the hedge to actually find it. It's not obvious where it is until you know. This is Couper's Pond. The ducks are doing their best with what little water they've got. You can see the outflow is miles, maybe what, 2 meters above the level of the water. And you can see over there where the water level used to be. Again, about 6 feet above what it is now. The water looks very stagnant. And if there's a hole in this pond, which I don't believe because there's hardly any water coming into this pond, just a trickle. But if there's a hole, maybe somebody could tell us how they know there's a hole and where the hole is. And I don't know, maybe it could be fixed. But I mean, how do they know? I mean, how does a diver go in there and search about the bottom for holes? I do pity the ducks swimming in this filthy water.